Hey guys, today we went over to the meat market and I picked up some, it's basically pork skin. They have them labeled as cracklins. When I was a kid, that's what we ate all the time. Now we have these pork rinds, fried pork rinds now that come in a bag, and they're kind of puffy in that, but I remember the good old cracklins. So what we're going to do is we're going to try a couple different methods and try to make cracklins, so follow along. Hope you enjoy. Alright guys, today we went to our weekly or monthly visit to our local meat market, Gaff's. We just love going to the meat market. But years ago when I was a kid growing up, we always had cracklins. Well, today when you go to the store you get fried pork rinds. They have some they call cracklins, but most part they're all fried out, puffed up. They're not like a regular cracklin. Cracklins used to be very crispy. A lot of times they were even hard. You had to chew on them, you know. And basically what they're made of, what we have here, this is pork skin. This is just the skin off a pig, basically what it is. So we found that at the meat market today. When I first saw them, it said cracklins on the outside of the package. I thought it was already made up cracklins. This is the skin that you make cracklins out of. Well, I've been doing a little experimenting here with the air fryer in our convection oven, and I found a process that I can cook them down in the air fryer convection oven, and they come out really nice. Has a little fat. If you look on the opposite side here, you see there's some fat to the bottom of it, and that fat always equals flavor. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, I've got these kitchen scissors. We're going to be cutting these up. You could cut them in pieces. I'm going to cut them like little strips. I kind of remember getting strips. I'm going to come up in strips, and we're going to put them into the air fryer convection and cook them down. I'll show you what that looks like. Alright guys, here's our air fryer versus convection. Let me show you the settings here on this. One says air fry, toast, bake, convection, and broil. It's kind of like a toaster oven. I watched a video the other day about air fryers. Air fryer, your convection and air fryer, pretty much the same thing. They label a lot of things air fry because that's what people, that's the newest thing, that's the in thing, that's what they want to hear, is air fry. Convection pretty much does the same thing. You have hot coils top and bottom, and it circulates air around and cooks things down. I did a little experiment here with these cracklins. I cut some pieces up. I tried it on the air fry for 15 minutes, and about every 5 minutes I would rotate them. You're going to get a lot of drippings coming off of them for the grease. But the air fry method came out just a little chewy, and so I put it on the convection side. It did the same thing. 15 minutes. Keep turning them over about every 5 minutes, and they were nice and crunchy, almost like a regular cracklin. They were like a regular cracklin. So we did is we set this at 400 degrees, and it's got a timer, and I set the timer for about 15 minutes. It went a little longer than that. I kind of watched them when they got nice and brown and golden, and that's when I took them out and tried them, and they were really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and cut up some of this pork skin and see about making ourselves some cracklins. Okay guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you. I got these are regular kitchen shears, and I'm going to cut strips here and down across here. They're actually easier to cut a strip up here than it is to take the knife. And see, I just cut this all the way down. And I'm going to take this strip here, and we're going to cut this in probably inch and a half little strips. Get them all cut up. When I was a kid, we lived down by the farms there, and they'd have butcher day when they'd butcher the hogs. And when they'd butcher the hogs, they you start, you know, taking the hog, butchering it down. Well, they cut the skin off, and this is what you would end up: skin. Now, some of it is made into bacon. Leave more fat onto it, and they make bacon and smoke it. But a lot of it, they would cut this up and have a big cast iron pot on a fire. They'd throw these skins in there and start cooking them down. And all day long, as you was doing the butchering process, cutting your hams up, the hams would be thrown into the smokehouse and smoked, and you'd have a nice smoked ham. But they'd have that big pot going, and they was rendering down cracklins, making cracklins. And they used to use it and then break it up in big hunks. And so that was part of the day of butchering, is make cracklins. Well, as a kid, they'd throw them in a big grocery bag, just hunks of cracklins, and you could buy a cracklin and you'd break them off and put a little salt on them. They're delicious, you know. You could throw some of those into a pot of beans, whatever, and that's the way I remember cracklins as a kid. As we got older, those just seemed like they kind of disappeared. The old ways kind of went away, and ended up with what we have today is fried pork skins, where they take this pork skin like this and they put it in a deep fryer and they fry it out, and it becomes puffy, and it's really the same stuff, but the way they do it, it's no longer that hard, crunchy cracklin that I remember as a kid. And so I was just thinking one day that, hey, when we go out to the meat market, I'm going to ask them about cracklins. And I happened to look through their specialty shelf that they have, and they had these, they called it cracklins. Basically it was the pork skin, but they called it the cracklins. And so I got those. I opened them up. I was kind of expecting finished off cracklins, but they weren't. It was pork skin, which is okay. And so then I got to thinking, well, how am I going to process these? And so I thought, well, let's play around with our little convection oven, our little air fryer. And I found something that worked out pretty good. So this is what I'm trying. My other thought on the way to do these, I have a huge cast iron skillet. I was going to cut those up like I am now, throw them in that skillet, and put it on lower heat and start rendering them down until I see if we get cracklins. And I might even take some and try that yet as another process. But first thing I'm going to do here is, like, I got a little bunch here. I'm going to get ready to throw them into the little basket here and put them in the convection oven and start and to see what we can do. I did a small batch, came out good, so I'm gonna try a little bigger batch, see how it comes out. So we're trying to make cracklins today. All right, guys, this is our basket that goes into our air fryer convection. I said I'm going to use convection. I found it seemed like the convection, that first batch I did, got them a lot more crispy. They just came out better. So we're going to do the convection. I did just a couple pieces, and I got a few more this time out. And so we're going to spread them all around here. First time I made one little batch, I put salt on them. It was almost too salty, so I'm not going to put any salt into them right now. Basket full of stuff. We're putting them into our... we have a little pan underneath here to catch the grease, because you're going to get a lot of grease coming off of them. We've got the temperatures set at 400. This one I got to go past, and I'm going to put it on 15 minutes. And then about every 5 minutes, I'll rotate them over, and I'll show you what we come up with. Okay, guys, we got out the cast iron skillet, and we put it on like medium heat, a little more medium heat, and decided to try some of these. And slowly, you want to use your temperature be low and cook these down, render them slowly down. So we're going to try it this way too. So we're going to do two processes, trying it in the skillet, and we're also trying it in the air fryer slash convection oven. Okay, here's our convection oven. These been in here about 5 minutes, so we're going to turn them at this point. We're going to open this up, slide this out a little bit. Sorry about the camera work. Sometimes do it with one hand. You can see they're starting to kind of brown up just a little bit here. And so about every 5 minutes, we're going to do that process and roll them over till they get nice and crispy. Done on the convection oven cycle, as we got it set for 400 degrees in about 20 minutes. So I haven't tasted them here yet, but they look pretty done. So let's just walk over here, and we have them coming down into the cast iron pan. And again, right now they've been done just about 20 minutes. They're looking like they're coming down pretty good. I'm going to render them down a little bit more. We'll pull them out, and then we're going to do like a little taste test. I've got my burner set on number 3, actually number 4. It goes up to like what, high is 9, and so we're got it pretty low. So we're going to check them out. When they're out, we're going to try them and see what they taste like, the difference between the pan and the convection oven. Is the one done in the convection oven for 20 minutes. The one on the right is done in a cast iron skillet for about 20 minutes. After tasting these, very crunchy. Compared to this, you know, they're both good. But what I'm thinking is the air fryer is a little messier. You've got the grease in the pan, where frying pan, the grease at the bottom, I just drain it into a jar. So I'm thinking I'm going to do them in the frying pan, cast iron skillet, about 20-25 minutes. I'll do a little bigger batch than what I've got here, but final thoughts is just that's the way I'm going to do them. We're going to do them up here and see how we come up with a big batch, so follow along. Alright, we got a bunch more cut up here. We're going to just put them in the frying pan here. Get them all fried up nice. So it's going to probably take more than just 20 minutes because it's got more of them. We'll render them down. This is going to be our process. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed our experiment. We made cracklins today, and they came out good. They remind me of when I was a kid, when we used to get cracklins all the time. So tried a couple different methods. I kind of like the doing it in the skillet the best. The convection oven worked pretty good. The air fryer is kind of chewy, but the convection worked a lot better. So that would work, or just in the old frying pan. So we did most of them in the frying pan. They came out good. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hey, give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, leave it in the section below. If you're not a subscriber, I invite you to hit the subscribe button. We do cooking videos about every Wednesday. And if you're not got the bell rang, you can ring the bell and you'll be notified every time I have a new video. So thanks a lot. Happy eating. Have fun. Good snacks. Talk to you later. Hey guys, if you want to order some merchandise, we have stickers available. We have coffee chat mugs, and we have t-shirts. Just click the area where the description below, and you can order it. The stickers are $5 each, and you can put your address there, and so we know where to mail them to. So if you want any merchandise, you can click the description area.